The city of Correctionville, Iowa, still picking up the pieces after their recent flood, but not without help. Since the water levels went down, residents affected by the flood have been clearing out their homes. Many have had to dump their furniture, appliances, and even pieces of their walls and insulation that were below the water line. Others have had their houses completely red tagged. In the wake of the floods, volunteers came from all over the region to assist in the efforts.
The volunteers here are just wonderful. People are bringing in all kinds of equipment. If you drive around the community here, you could see skid loaders and payloaders and dumpsters, and the Red Cross is here. So just the response to the community has been wonderful, and we're appreciative. It's a mess. It's going to take weeks to clean it up, and it's going to take months to rebuild. So the response has been great. We just need it to keep coming.
And the hundreds of volunteers coming into town definitely didn't go unnoticed by the Correctionville residents.
Yeah, they were wonderful. Everybody just pitched in and made this family affair. We had volunteers from Lawton Bronson from their football, and their coach was with them. They worked so hard. They were great. And it's not just those that came to the house to help. There were people up at the school that were serving meals.
And while residents and volunteers were cleaning up, Stockton Towing and Sergeant Bluff Fire Rescue came out to support the residents and volunteers in town with a community feed. Hamburgers and hot dogs were served up tonight to residents and volunteers in Correctionville who were working to clean up the community. Brothers Trey and Tristan Vanderschaff were able to get the plan put together in just a few days.
Me and him talked this early Wednesday morning and said, I think we need to do something for this town of Correctionville and the surrounding area, Correctionville, Anthony, Smithland, Odo area involved in the flooding. And we thought it'd be a good idea to kind of get donations from everybody in the city. Everybody contributed very, very well. We've had a lot of big donations from everybody.
The pair was able to get thousands of dollars worth of donations in just 2 days from local businesses. With the food donated, they hope to feed around 1,200 people in Correctionville and the surrounding area that were affected by the floods.
Just food, that's one thing that, no one's really worried about when they're cleaning stuff up. People lost their properties and everything in their homes. So, for them to not have to worry about a meal and have it provided by, people that have the time, like all of us here, to come in and just help and provide a meal. That's not something that they're thinking about when they're cleaning up their lives.
Stockton Towing and Sergeant Bluff Fire Rescue will also be serving food tomorrow in Riverside at Goldie Beck Park from noon until 3. To Dickinson County.